Hey everybody, welcome back to the Single Dad Zone. So today I'm going to be addressing something that really drives me crazy, and that is childhood obesity. In 1971, I did a little research for this, only 4% of America's children were considered obese. Today, we are pushing nearly 25% of America's youth is obese. And what really drives me crazy is when I talk to my kids and they tell me they only have gym once a week. And when I go to their school and I go to the cafeteria and I ask them what they eat for lunch, and luckily I send my kids to school with their own lunch, but what they serve at the school is the same crap that they served about 3 decades ago or so when I was in school. Everything is fried, everything is loaded with fat, tons of sugars, very little nutritional value, which is shocking based on the technology that we have today and the knowledge that we have about nutrition that we didn't have 30 or 40 years ago. So what I want to talk about is the ways that I try to beat this trend and the ways in which I try to implement changes for my children. And the very first thing I do is, I try to be a role model for my children, because kids, they won't listen to you, but they will do what you do. They're like, little parrots. They see you do something, they're going to want to try to do it. And, when I work out, many times they'll come downstairs, they'll watch me for a while, and then maybe they'll jump around a little bit. If I'm outside, they love running around with me. We love playing catch. We do obstacle course races. If you lead by example, they will follow you. So the very first thing that I do is I try to lead by example. The second thing is, and I used to be very bad at this, I'm still not the best, I'm getting better, is limiting time in front of the screens. Now, in this day and age, there are so many opportunities for kids, whether it's a Kindle, an iPad, a TV, a computer. There are screens everywhere. So I really try to cut down on the amount of time that they spend in front of a screen, because that's time that they're just sitting on, their butts, and they're not moving. One of the most important things for fitness and health and maintaining a good, healthy weight is to not be sitting on your butt all the time, is to get moving. Kids, when I was young, we used to bike everywhere. We used to go to the playground. These days, everyone's afraid, oh, my kid's going to get abducted. The roads are terrible for biking. There's just not that opportunity that was there when I was younger. The third thing is I schedule physical activity. I make sure that we have some time built into our schedule where they're going to get some exercise. Whether I schedule right after dinner, we're going to go out back and play catch for a while. On a weekend, we schedule time, we're either going to go to a park or we're going to do something physical, so that we're getting that activity. And we should get at least 30 minutes to an hour of running or some kind of cardio-based exercise. It's important for us, it's important for our children. The other thing is my kids play sports. Now, sports offer tremendous opportunity for kids, because not only do they get physical activity, they learn how to play as a team. They learn how to work with others. They learn, the tough lesson of being good losers. They learn that you can't win all the time. But sports provide an opportunity where they have to go, they have to practice, they get to play games. My kids, baseball is their absolute favorite sport. They play baseball. When it gets cold, they like to play basketball. So they play on the intramural basketball team at their elementary school. Sports are a wonderful way because it gives them activity that they can focus on, and it's an activity where they get a great chance to exercise and work with other students. So those are my 4 ways that I try to combat obesity and try to instill in my kids the values and importance of fitness. And I'd love to hear, if you comment below what you do. I know there's many different ways that you can encourage health and fitness for your children. But, diet obviously is the most important. but physical activity is an absolute must, and it'll set them on the right path, you know, as they move into their teenage years and they become adults. You know, they'll keep that, you know, healthy mindset. They'll keep eating healthy and exercising and doing what they need to do to live a long, healthy, fit life. Anyway, I love hearing from you guys. I'm going to keep these posts going. I'm going to keep talking about, you know, child raising advice that, you know, I might not be the best in providing that kind of advice, but you know, I can give you what I've learned from my experience. We can talk about mindset. We'll talk about, you know, being a single dad, the importance of finances, and of course, the foundation of it all, fitness. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.